Okay, Jess. So first question for you is, how long have you been back on U.S. soil? Maybe just kind of tell me how long it's been.
I've been back on U.S. soil for a week now. Landed last week, Tuesday night, in central Kazakhstan, and I was back here in Houston, landing at Ellington Field about 24 hours later.
And just kind of talking about the different number of space flights that you have taken. What is it like up in space? Maybe just talk about the experience. What's been the worst and maybe the best experience for you?
Well, yeah, I've been up there 4 times now over many years. The first time was in 2000. And every flight that I've been on was dedicated to the space station. The last 3 flights were long duration flights on the space station, each of a duration of about 6 months or so. So over those flights, I had the opportunity to see the space station in its different phases of assembly, all the way from early on when it was just 2 modules before Expedition 1 got there, and then subsequently about halfway through the assembly, then when we were finishing up the assembly, and now when it's in full utilization mode, and really seeing the science and the laboratory work and the studies of us, frankly, just taken off the way I had always hoped it would be. You never get tired of being up there. The view of the Earth from that vantage point is just absolutely incredible.
And you, after all these years that you've been doing this, do you still get nervous when flying up, or I guess coming back down to Earth?
I wouldn't say that I get nervous. But we're all very much aware of the risks involved. We're very much aware of the effort put in by the team, the international partnership to mitigate those risks, to understand when we find things that are wrong or of issue, which we do periodically. The teams do a very good job of addressing those things to get it corrected so that we continue to mitigate the risk. So I wouldn't say I get nervous. Most of us do take those major significant phases of flight, like getting there and getting back, very seriously, and it's not over till it's over. And even though you're approaching the end of a 6-month stay on board the space station, you always have that deorbit burn and the entry and the landing under parachute in front of you, and you never cease to take that seriously. So it's not over till it's over, and you're motionless on the ground, and then you can consider being back home.
And speaking about kind of the health aspect of it, does being in space affect your health, or have you specifically studied that area when you're up in space?
We are all guinea pigs when we're up there, so we spend a significant amount of time participating in experiments that study the effects on the human body, and that's both pre-flight work as well as in-flight, and now in post-flight. In fact, the last week, most of my time has been spent taking medical-related data from my body to try to quantify the effects of this flight. Well, we're up there. Generally, we all stay very healthy. We go into quarantine before launch, so we're not going to get the normal flus or viruses or bugs of different sorts on board space station. So we're in a very clean environment up there, and generally we stay healthy for the time we're there.
And when are you planning on coming back to winter Wisconsin?
I don't know yet. The dust has to settle now as I kind of get reacclimated to being just back on the Earth. Spend some time with my family here in Houston. But I'm sure I'll get up to Wisconsin at least within the next year and a half or so. Usually it works out very well to go up there in the springtime before school is out, so I have the chance to talk to students in the area. So knowing the schedule now in the next 6 or 8 months, it's unlikely I'll get up there, although it's possible. That's why I think maybe in about a year and a half.
And speaking about kids, I guess what is your advice for people or children who want to pursue a career in astronomy and becoming an astronaut?
Well, what I tell young folks is to pursue the passions that develop for them. You know, what areas attract their interest? Where are their talents? what opportunities do they have? We all hear it often said that you can be anything you want to be, and in my opinion, that's really not true. We have to have certain abilities. We have to develop passions to be motivated to work hard towards something, and then of course the doors have to be open. We have to gain the opportunities to do that. So if a young person especially, or a person of any age, has an interest in science, engineering, technology, I say pursue it with all your gusto. Work hard, and then be ready when the opportunities open up to enter the doors for those opportunities, and continue to nurture those passions and interests, and use those gifts that you have to the best of your ability.
Thanks again, Jeff, and thanks for this opportunity, and best of luck to you.
Thank you very much.